Good afternoon, guys. I have 2 gifts left to wrap. Just 2. And I'm trying to get those done. It's been a morning. Not saying nothing has gone right. It's more of just everything has kind of taken longer than expected today. And so I'm not getting things done as quickly as I was anticipating. It's gorgeous out. It is like 45 degrees. It's beautiful. I need to be out doing stuff. And of course I am still stuck inside trying to finish up the last of my things. I did get 1 package sent on its merry little way this morning. As soon as I get these 2 wrapped, I will be able to send this one out tomorrow, and amongst all the other things I have going on tomorrow. It has been a very non-eventful morning. I had to remake a shirt twice. So years and years ago, my husband bought me a heat press because several years before that, I bought myself a Cricut on Black Friday, Michael's or Hobby Lobby or some sort of sale. And so then he bought me a heat press to make my life simpler so I wasn't having to use an iron on it. And it's absolutely fabulous. I love it. However, I had to weed all of my vinyl to make my shirt, and sitting at my kitchen table and doing that worked absolutely perfect until I reached for something and I dropped it on the floor and it landed face down on the carpet that I still haven't got around to vacuuming. And so it picked up all the dog hair and all the dirt and all the hay and everything that our floor collects. So I had to do that shirt twice. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Only for me. It is okay. I will survive. We will move on. So I managed to remake the shirt, got it pressed, got it sealed. And now it is done. It is done. It is sitting in its little box, waiting to get put into a bigger box. I'm afraid that the box that I bought, the box that I saved for all this stuff is not quite going to be big enough, which is disappointing because I really thought that it was going to be more than big enough. But other than that, I have basically stayed inside all day, talked on the phone with a very good friend of mine, and chatted about all the stuff we have to do that neither of us has any ambition to do. And that we're kind of just going to take things a little easy. So you guys all ready for Christmas? If I can get the last of my cookies done in the next day or so, probably tomorrow. Tomorrow will be cookie day number 2. I'm gonna end up spilling that coffee. I just know how I am. Okay, so have I told you how obsessed I am with these bags? They are like absolutely amazing. They just have little drawstrings on the side, and I love them. They're like totally squishable. You just set your deal in, boom, push the air out. This has made my wrapping so much simpler. Are the shirts a little wrinkled? Yeah, maybe. But oh well. They'll unwrinkle in the wash. Let me just stick the toll. Yeah, come on, fingers work. Tag on it and twist it. And you are done. I'm obsessed with these. I wish I'd have bought more. They have made my wrapping like so much easier this year, and I can fit so much more in boxes. I don't have to worry about, I was gonna put his shirt in a box, and I don't have enough room in my in my shipping box for everything that I have in it. So it gets its own little bag, and then everything will fit in the box, and I can seal it up and ship it tomorrow, and I will have Christmas out of my house. And then I just have to wrap for like my husband and my daughter. But that's easy enough to do. I hope. I can do that anytime. That's the nice thing about me being home and them not being home. I can wrap in the afternoon when they're not here, and make my life so much simpler. So yep, everything fits in the box very nicely, and I don't have to worry about not having room. Air squishes out of them, and nothing moves. Oh, it's so nice. And I have plenty of bags left over. So I've been sitting here trying to do the math on this group. So he has 6 of the older ewes in with Bon Jovi, and 2 of them are already bred, and 1 of them he bred, so that's 3 out. That means he only has 3 left. So that's his 3, plus I think there were 6 with sturgeon, so that's 9, plus 10 in with Simon is 19, and 8 with Millie, so that's what, 27, 28 of the older ewes that maybe got bred by the rams when they got loose. Still more than I want to deal with in March. I will admit, there's a couple of these girls, like her, now she's kind of gonna hide from me, that look a little ruffled in the back end, like he has been mounting them. But there's no color on them. So like her, not this one, but this one over here, kind of got a weird mat to her back end. And granted, it could be the rain and snow we had this morning. But even like her, she's kind of got it a little bit too. But again, no color. Kind of makes me wonder if those paint just are junk. The other thing that has me wondering if it's not the paint, if it's maybe too hard of a bar, which I've never run across before, is the fact that, I don't know if you can see it on him, but he's got a bunch of paint left, And usually by now, where we're 2 weeks in, as of tomorrow, yeah, he's got a big chunk left on his paint. Even, you know, especially in these pens, they go through a ton of paint because they're wiping it on the ground. It wears off. And I usually go through probably three of those crayons every breeding for each ram. And I haven't had to change these yet because there's still a ton on them. So it just kind of makes me wonder. Or, like I said, the rams could have had a heyday when they got out. I do know I am very much regretting not being down here to work sheep today. I had to shut the pellet stove off. Our house was hitting like 72. I was sweating. We never keep our house that warm. Even 68 is hot. And it definitely, I haven't checked to see what the temperature got out here today, but I mean, I'm just out in my sweatshirt. It is gorgeous out. It is warm out. I should have been out working sheep rather than worrying about the Christmas presents, but I really want to get them sent so that I make sure that they get there in time for Christmas. Okay, let's go haul 3 more bales, check the 2 boys inside, see if anything has happened since I forgot to check them yesterday, and keep moving because I need to quit playing with my sheep so much. I run out of time really quick. Anything happening in here? Still nothing? Still nothing. You still got a big old block of paint on you. How about you, Millie? Anything on you? Nothing on your girls. Oh. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. That's my girl. Well, I know, sis. I know. Well, it's not like he's trying. I mean, Simon's down here pushing him every time I'm down here. So I guess I'll give him to the end of the month. I'll give him to the 31st. And then I guess I'll cut my losses. Maybe just leave. Let's see. I'll have to run my numbers and double check. I gotta think this through. I can't remember if any of my littles can go with sturgeon or if some of them are his offspring. I know some of them are Bon Jovi's, which is why they can't go with him. Or was it the other way around? Maybe they were sturgeons. It's one of the two. I can't remember now. But anyway, the other option is to throw all the mature ewes out and leave the February lambs in and throw like Tesla in or Bruno or a cleanup ram, because I won't probably keep any of those lambs from them anyway. I don't usually keep lambs from my first time ewes. So unless they're like exceptional. Hi, how's my girl? So I don't know. I've got 2 weeks to play around and decide. Just when you think your night is over, your husband comes home and says, "What you doing?" And you go get a deer from your very best friend.